Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Mikey's almost 200 sub stream. Yay! We're at 188 subs, and we're pretty proud of that. On behalf of the MikeySuzeFour channel, and on behalf of my beautiful cats, including the one who just jumped up there on a windowsill behind me, and my beautiful wife Suzanne, welcome to our channel. This is the first of what we hope will be many streams at different times of the year until the very end of 2024. Today, I plan on just being myself up here. We had a few setbacks, so next week's stream, when we do a panel, we're only going to be able to fit 6 people. So I'm going to be able to, I'll know by that time how many people or set people I want to set up here on the panel to review Deadpool and Wolverine. And we feel that by next Thursday, we should have that all in place. Hopefully everybody, including our friend PvP, who I hope to get on the panel, as well as Jay, my brother from Louisiana, Jay, my other Jay, from Michigania. I wanted to bring Raquel up because I know she's seen it, so I want her to give her female perspective. And if possible, I'd like to get Margaret Kitty up here too, so she can give her perspective of it. So by that point, we'll probably have a PvP. So by that point, we'll have a full panel for next Thursday night. So, yeah, we just had a little minor setback. We can only fit 6 at least for this month. Next month in September, we'll have a little more fundage and we can take care of other things. But for right now, this is a celebration, so anyone who comes into the chat, please make sure you keep the chat civil, and please enjoy the stream. And if you get a chance, don't forget, when you watch the stream today, if you like it, hit the like button, please. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We're only 12 subs away. And don't forget to share it. And we also please recommend that you do hit the notification bell and highlight it for all notifications. So when we do these future streams and the webcams we have in place coming up next month, you'll be able to tap on it where it says notify me, and it will say then when you tapped on that, notification on, so that you'll be knowing when that next event is coming up. So, okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the chat. For right now, we got Mr. Hakeem. Hello, Mikey. Congrats on the 200. I can't wait to watch the Deadpool review. Thank you, Mr. Hakeem. I appreciate that. As I said, we should be able to start at 12 noon, and we did. There is Hakeem. Hello, Mikey. Congrats on the 200. And I can't wait to watch the Deadpool review. Yes, sir. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. We won't be able to get as many people on it, but we'll do the best we can. So. Okay. Alrighty. Oh boy. Okay, everyone, I'm sorry about that. This fire alarm attempts to go off. Every once in a while, somebody smokes in the building. I knew this would happen. Okay, so I'm going to let it go for about 10 minutes or so. I'll be right back. In the meantime, if you come into the chat, please, say hello to each other, welcome each other to it. I will get right to it as soon as I get right back, okay? So I'm going to mute myself for now. Just to unmute myself for a moment, it should be ending here in about another 5 minutes or so. So as soon as it goes off, we'll come back on. Okay, I think we're back, guys. So sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. And thank you for, well, we're down to one looker. So let's see if we can get some people back here. Let's see. So Hakeem said, that reminds me of the fire drills back in high school, LOL. I said, I know, right, Hakeem? LOL. And then I said, it's like I try these streams and the alarms sound. This building's cursed for sure. It is. It's haunted. Hakeem said they wouldn't have been so bad if we didn't have to climb up 6 flights of stairs to get back to class. Yeah, I agree. And then I told Hakeem that we had our outdoor football stadium at our old high school back in Phoenix. We had to go out to the football stadium. Then when all clear came, we all stampeded back to class. Well, some of them did, while others ditched on purpose. Yeah. Well, some of their homes were across the street. And with the football stadium, you didn't have much security, right? You had the teachers that were with their classes. You had a few, off-duty people walking around trying to watch the students make sure they didn't run off somewhere. But some of them could escape and go over to the nearby park we had, and then from there go home. So some of them could ditch class, but of course, school would know. Especially when I worked for the attendance office my senior year. Oh yeah, we would know. Yeah, we had a lot of improvements over the years, and now it's like a prison camp there at my old high school. Yeah, security on site, plainclothes cops, drugs still rampant, everything going on, right? What a change over 40 years. Yeah, crazy, very crazy. Anyway, we had Christian Carpenter who came in to see us. Good morning, Mikey. I love that cross there, the crucifix there in your avatar. Thank you, Christian Carpenter, for being here. I appreciate that. And I said good morning to CC. Good to see you. And he said good to see you too. And Hakeem said hello to Christian Carpenter. And I did say we were waiting for the alarm to end, and I appreciated 2 subs that were in here for being here in the chat at the time. And good to see you, Hakeem, from Christian. And I did say, and thank you, chatters, for your patience as well, too. And 4 subs we had at one point that were in here. Thank you. You're all awesome. And Christian did ask me who set it off. I did say there were people on the 6th floor. There are people with weed on that floor, and you hope it's medicinal. Just the reason there. Hakeem was telling me about a free program you can download called Davita Broadcast that blocks out noise and a few other things, but I think it only works if you have an RTX GPU in your PC. Yeah, Hakeem, I don't believe I do. But I can always check on that. I can always check with Acer, with the company and whatever, and see if this Acer Full HD 1080 with the Intel Core and Aspire 315 to see if they have it. I'm assuming they do, but I don't know that for sure. That's why I said. Which I don't unfortunately know, Hakeem, so sorry about that. And let's see here. Okay. And then the Christian says, LOL, that's better than the building being on fire. I agree. I agree. Hello, Sir Lemon Pie. Hello, sir. Welcome. And yeah, amen to that. And hello and welcome, as I said, to Sir Lemon. And of course, Hakeem says hello to Lemon. And of course, Christian says, hey, Lemon Pie, good to see you. And Lemon, you haven't missed much. We were having an alarm going on. Someone's smoking again in the building. As you can tell, nobody's saying anything, so it's probably another false alarm. We get billed for that, We do. The building itself, well, basically the housing, THC, Toronto Housing, gets billed for that. Every time it's a false alarm, they get billed and it goes to the Housing Commission and whatever. They don't like it. And this building, it's a lot of it. That being said, yes, and Lemon says, hi, Mikey and team, Christian Carpenter. And Christian told me he bought a new car last week, and I've already had to take it back to the dealership because it was acting up. Yeah, isn't that weird how that happens? I had that happen to a couple vehicles I had just bought from a car dealership, and I guarantee you within 2 weeks I had to take one of my vehicles back and get it traded for something newer, and then I had to pay a little more. They get you, don't they? Right there. They get you right there. And you have background music, and that's something new. Yes, I put in rock and roll. I'm just trying some things out here because we had a temporary minor setback financially, so we had to go back to 6 people in the panel, which is for next week. The panel is next week, right? It's still August 15th, but we did move up the time. We're going to move it to 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central next week. It'll still be Thursday, and we will set it up, but it's going to be just a smaller panel. That's okay. When we go into September, everything should be back to normal. So it has something to do with taxes. I really don't like to go into it because we are live, but just to say, privately, we'll get it resolved. We'll get everything fixed. So it's not an issue right now. And Mrs. Dadman Raid, hey! Welcome, tire blogger Curtis Selby, working and lurking. Hey, good to see you, sir. Good to see you. And Christian Carpenter says, I like the background music. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Christian. I do appreciate that. And Curtis Selby says, howdy, MikeySuzeFour, the Christian Carpenter, Hakeem, and Lemon Pie. Good to see you, Curtis Selby. It's good to see you. Lemon Pie says, hi, Curtis. And Curtis says, congratulations on the subs. You worked hard for them. Yes, we did. I'm going to go into a little backstory about how we got this channel started, the second one, because I do have a first one I started way back in 2008. So I'll just briefly go over that, and then I will go into a backstory of how we started this wonderful MikeySuzeFour channel and what we're going to be doing moving forward, what we got set up. Now, do us a favor, please. This will officially, I hope so, but officially, hopefully, this will be the one stream you'll refer to whenever you want to know what times are coming up on our future webcams. For the weekly webcam series, we're starting September 2nd with 2 episodes of Red Dwarf. And then we're also, still doing Secrets of ISIS, The Greatest American Hero, and A-Team. I'm doing that all myself. And then on Friday, September 6th at 10 p.m., or actually what we're doing is, starting Friday, September 6th, I have a special commitment every Friday with the Waltons. It's a watch party stream that we work on together with myself, Resolute Germ, and Pleasant Valley Picker, also known as PvP. Mostly the 4 of us. So we have that commitment. And that's what we do for each of our channels. When Gorilla has ended his Walton stream, I will wait a half an hour, then I will come on and I will do a stream for the next thing we're doing. In this case, starting September 6th, we'll be continuing with the Star Trek films reviews. The next one we're doing with hopefully Jay, with my 2 brother Jays, is Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. That'll be, like I said, next month, Friday, September 6th. And we'll do that for every Friday, all the way through all the Star Trek films. Yes, even the J.J. Abrams things. Sorry, folks. Gotta do it. But they'll be brief. We'll talk about other things, too, when we come to those 3. But then, we'll also do Galaxy Quest, which they all consider the unofficial Star Trek film, that with Tim Allen and Sigourney Weaver, and the late Alan Rickman, rest in peace. And then we'll go to After that, we'll go to Star Wars films. We'll do all 9 Star Wars films, and then we'll also include, after the first 9, we'll do the 2 shorts, which is Solo and Rogue One. Rogue One came first, and then Solo. And then we'll do the 2 animated series. We'll just combine them together. There are 2. And mostly we'll mention the Genndy Tartakovsky one, which had 40 segments that were 5 minutes each. They put it together into a 2-hour movie. It was a perfect filler from episode 2 to episode 3. So that's what we'll talk about. Then after we're done with that, we'll go to TOS and onward. So hopefully all you guys can do that. I'll tell you about other streams that are coming up from now. Special streams, that I'll call them, that will take from now until the end of the year. But I'll tell you that in a few minutes. I just want to get caught up on the chat here. And if you can, you see my face okay? And I'm glad you guys like the rock and roll background. I'll keep it. I'll keep it from now on. Okay, so let's mark this. Okay, now we'll continue. So we have, hey Curtis, it's good to see you today from Christian Carpenter. And Hakeem said, one time I came late and just went up all those stairs. Then they had a fire drill, so I stayed in the bathroom. I refused to go back up that many steps again. Amen to you, brother. I tell you, it is the weirdest thing possible, right? Oh, boy. Hakeem says, hey, Curtis. Okay. There we go. Let's mark that one. All right. Cool. Well, it's great to see 5 people in the chat. Thank you so much, 5 wonderful subscribers. As we said previously, I wanted to do a live stream surprise-wise if we were going to have 200 subs. Well, my wife said to me, hey, honey, you want to do the streaming. I know you do. You just want to do it. And I said, you know, we're pretty close. Like I said, we're only 12 away. Why don't we just do it and celebrate all of our subs for being there for us, worked hard for it, and they worked hard for us. Remember, and it's all about you guys and gals that have been such great supporters of this channel over the past 6 years, going on 7 years here pretty soon, in November. Now, I'll go ahead and give you a quick backstory. First of all, back in 2008, when I created my very first YouTube channel, and I created it in a library that was close to where I lived in Scottsdale, Arizona, called Palomino Library. There I created my YouTube channel called simply Warlord, W-A-R-L-O-R-D, Fade, F as in Frank, E-Y-D. Now Fade was taken from Fade Ralpha. I am a huge Frank Herbert fan, and his son as well. I love the Dune series. Now, some of the things they put on cable, you know, gotta do with that. But Denis Villeneuve did a great 2 parts, and then we just recently, my wife and I, Suzanne and I, saw part 2 from Denis Villeneuve, and then he's supposed to do a 3rd part. So it looks really good, and he's done a great job those first 2 parts. And I did see parts of the first part 1, so I do remember that, seeing that. But yes, those were awesome. And then, of course, the original Dune, which came out in 1984. Now, here's the weird part, and I'll just go over this quickly. There are actually 3 versions of it. One is, if you go to David Lynch, you know, who did Twin Peaks and everything, if you go to him, he did the final cut of the original Dune in 1984. Now, before that, there was a 3.5-hour version, which was done by an Alan Smithy. Now, Alan Smithy is the pseudonym for a fake director. That means that either there was one, or that means that there was one director who didn't want to be identified, or there were 2 or more that did the same thing. So that's where that came from. And of course, Toto with the great soundtrack of the group Toto, if you guys remember from the 70s and 80s. And then, of course, there is an official 4.5-hour version, also by Alan Smithy, but it's the definitive version of the actual Dune from 1984. And it's fantastic. And that, by the way, that Dune is celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. So proud of that. Love that movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's right in my top 5 of science fiction, anything, all time. Yeah. So anyway, going back to the channel, Warlord Fade, we started it back in the fall of 2008. This was, or the summer, I'm sorry, of 2008, just before the kids went back to school. I had it in place all the way, even until I met my beautiful wife online in the spring of 2010, March 1st to be exact. So I kept the channel. I'm so sorry. So I kept the first channel going. And then I had it run all the way as I'm dating Suzanne online and across 3,000 plus miles from Arizona to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Scarborough, specifically. That's the suburb she lives in with me. And so what happened was I finished out the Warlord Fade channel. Now the link to it is in our main MikeySuzeFour. So if you ever want to look at what I look, if you ever want to go see what I looked like back in the day, back 16 years ago or so forth, check it out. It is there. Okay, go check it out. I've got some weird karaoke videos on there. I had a small mini series I started with 3 episodes. I did some shooting around, Las Vegas, things like that. Some shooting around Seal Beach, California, which is near Long Beach, where one of my relatives lives. I won't say specifically where, but she lives in that area. And so that went from 2008 to the very end of 2014, December 2014. That was it. Now, for the next 2 years, I went ahead and cultivated my relationship with Suzanne until we got married in April of 2016. And so the only thing going was Warlord Fade channel. We had that from 2015 all the way through to 2017. Now, a couple months before that, we actually moved here in early September of 2017 after I had already quit my job, gave the 2 weeks, closed all my accounts in America, and then I moved here officially to Canada. So I'm still officially a Canadian transplant. Oh, excuse me. According to Gorilla, I'm a trans maple tree. Well, I changed that myself. So anyway, hey, I give good syrup. I'm sorry. Sorry for that pun. That was terrible. Sorry. But Suzanne laughs at it. Anyway. Okay. So we started this channel, MikeySuzeFour, in November 10th of 2017. And when we reach that date this year, we'll have an anniversary day. I hope we can on November 10th of this year, 2024, because it'll be officially 7 years that we started this channel. And we really didn't start streaming until last year, and that was officially April of 2023. Now, as you all know, we had lots of losses that year. Don't want to go too much into it, but between me and Suzanne, we lost 20 good people, including Cardinal Sin, who was one of my very first mentors that got me started on this journey of doing streaming. Then we lost Son of a Red Shirt. Then we lost Clobbering Times this year. Then we lost, of course, our beloved pop culture curator. And then we lost, comic historian, who was Benny Palmer. There was a whole lot of people that just passed away. My wife, of course, lost all her good friends. She's got one left. I've lost track of all my friends back in the States, except for one, Larry Bartels. He's a very good friend of mine, and I've known him for 47 years. And then there is one other, my brother, who just put himself out on Facebook. Phil. So, I mean, it's great. It's wonderful. And we just had Booger414 come into the chat. And hello, Booger414. Still love that loyal order of water buffaloes from Flintstones. Hello, been a while since I have managed to catch a live stream. Thank you, Booger. Well, I appreciate you so much for being here. I really do, sir. And Akeem says, of course, hey, Booger. Yeah, so we'll stay caught up here as much as we can possibly do. So, as it says in my title there, I am the co-owner of the MikeySuzeFour channel. My official other co-owner is, of course, my beautiful wife, Suzanne Fournier. And that's what the 4 is from. That's from the first 4 letters of our last name, Fournier. Yeah. And of course, we live here in beautiful outskirts of Toronto, here in Scarborough suburbs. We're near Lake Ontario, so it's beautiful. Today is very humid. It's about 70 some odd degrees with about a 92% chance of humidity. So in about approximately an hour and a half from now, it will be raining. So you might be seeing some rain or hearing some thunder back here in the background. So hopefully the rock and roll will ease that out. I don't know if that's true. It should. We'll be okay. Yeah, my wife is out shopping today. She went to go get some extra amenities for us here in the apartment. Now, in case you missed it earlier, we did have a fire alarm. Sorry about that. Sometimes people who smoke in this building, some of them are on medicinal weed, some are not, some are smoking regular cigarettes in a building that says no smoking. It's a non-smoking building. These people don't give a shit. They'll just go and, go smoking. Yeah. And it sets off alarms. And I mean, that's how sensitive the alarms are around here. It's so loud. Yeah. And of course, Booger414 says, wife and I vacationed in Toronto a few years ago. Yeah, you told me about that, Booger. Yeah, it's good to know. We need to get back at some point. Yes. And I was going to say, when you and your wife come back here to Toronto, look us up. Look up me and Suzanne. We can go anywhere in downtown. We can meet over at the CN Tower. We can meet over at the Scarborough Town Center or any place around here in Toronto and have a nice lunch. That would be nice, the four of us. Let us know, okay, in comments in future and, and send me messages if you can. That'd be great. I appreciate that, Booker. That would be awesome. And Hakeem says, of course, it's been raining all day, but I like the rain. I agree, Hakeem. I do. I love the rain, too. I got to tell you, one of the reasons I did move out of Arizona was the fact that the weather, and I had been living there for over 40 years of my life. I originally came from California. I'm a beach surfer boy. I'm a beach boy, right? I lived in the Bay Area. It was wonderful. Things were cleaner. We were near the Pacific Ocean. I didn't have very far to go to the beach. My parents and my grandparents would take us all together as kids. We'd go down there. We could go play in Golden Gate Park. We could look at the Golden Gate Bridge. We went to Alcatraz. We did everything. We went to Pier 39. We did, which is great. We went to the San Francisco over the Bay Bridge. That was fun. We traveled up north about 100 miles or so to a place called Blue Lakes, which is called the La Trianon Resort. It's up near Clear Lake, California, outside of Ukiah. It's a beautiful country up there, but there is a lot of Sasquatch. I have to believe there was a few cryptids out there. They still exist, in that part of California. But, alrighty. And the next one here from Booger says, last time we were there, my wife ran to Colin Mockery. Oh, hey, Colin, yeah, he's hilarious. Yeah, from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Hey, he's hilarious. So you would be the second Canadian celebrity that gets to meet. Oh, don't think of me as a celebrity. I'm just a YouTuber creator doing what he can for both himself and his wife. It's no problem. What's the beauty part is that we are both fully retired. Now, up here in Canada, I believe the retirement age is 55. So I'm turning 59 in September this year, and I am fully retired. So I don't have to work another job again, and I don't have to go punch in a time clock or anything like that. Yeah. Well, I do have some physical problems. I did say before that my wife and I both have a form of diabetes, so we're both trying to overcome that problem, and as cutting back on our food intake of sugar and so forth, and we're doing a good steady diet every day. So we're doing what we can, homeopathic wise to fix ourselves, and we're doing a pretty good job. My wife has lost a lot of weight. Very proud of her. So there's that little nugget. And we do have a bit of rain. We have a bit of rain today, Booger says. Then the remnants of the tropical storm coming on Saturday. Yeah, I heard about the tropical storms. Yeah. Well, be careful, okay? And Booger says, I am 54 and have 4 more years until I can claim my pension. But I am maxed out for contributions. Oh, okay. I don't know, is that a good thing or not? I never had an opportunity to examine the whole retirement thing and a pension and everything else. When I left Safeway, I did leave Safeway with the option available to me that I could go into the COBRA program for medical purposes, and I'd still be covered even after I made a full break. Worked my last 2 full weeks of it, and then so if I had come up here and joined the Safeway here just in a minor capacity, I could have kept I don't know if they have union here very much in Canada. I do know they do it. They do unions, but they don't have as much. I don't know if the Safeway and Sobeys does. I believe they do. So yes, I probably would have been able to keep my union benefits if I had come up here and worked, a couple years or a year or so in a minor capacity. But I was just so tired. I had worked 35 years of my life. When I started working in customer service, I was 17. I went through college. I got an associate's degree in business, and I stayed with that. Stayed in customer service related jobs. I worked in the travel industry. I worked in hotels. I worked in retail. I worked in fast food. I worked and then finally finished in groceries. So, and I even worked in the medical places, building medical plans for companies and for individuals. So that was fun. Advanced PCS is what that was. So I did a lot of that. So after 35 years, I was exhausted. And plus, the thing that scared me straight in some way was seeing my dad when he reached 60. He had a heart attack, a full blown. He nearly died. So when I had to stare at him and say, "Hey, look, Dad, when I reach close to your age, I will not be working." I said, if that's God's will, I'm leaving it in God's hands. And God obviously has guided me the right way. So I said to him, I said, look, I'm just going to retire when I can, when I'm ready, when everything is done, when I don't have to owe money to anyone. And that's what I did. And I'm proud to say, if I had to go back and do it all again, Suzanne knows I would. And she would too. Everything we did to be a couple, to get together and be together and have our beautiful cats as well. All the trials, hardships, everything we went through, deaths, births, anniversaries, everything we went through up to this point. And we've been a couple for 14 years. Proud to say that. Very happy to say that. And we've been happily married for 8 years. And then we actually, because my wife is a Universal Life Church minister, fully board certified, and she is allowed, by permission of the Catholic Church, she is allowed to do weddings, funerals, confessions, and so forth. She's probably been in that for a while. And so we did get married, bonded in what we call it. We got bonded in Niagara Falls back in 2015. So there, it's been officially 9 years since we got bonded there. But 14 altogether as a couple. I love it. And we're going to be together forever. It will. Of course, unless God says, hey, one of you, I take you to heaven, and then that's it, right? So, so now you know everything. So, pretty much. And like I said, I'll get to the future schedule here of what we plan to do from now to the end of the year in just a few minutes. I just want to make sure we're all caught up here. So, as Booger says, it is mostly good. I have a stable pension from work. I will get Social Security also. Awesome. That's great news to hear from you. And September will be 31 years married for us. Wow, congratulations. Oh, and by the way, again, thank you so much to the 4 subs we have in the chat today. The 4 people that helped bring this channel together back in November of 2017. So thank you everyone that's here today in the chat. We really love you. We really appreciate you. And don't forget, I will have a prayer at the end of this. We always do. And we've never had a complaint. That's the beauty part of that. So yeah, Booger, congratulations. Blessings to both of you. Yeah. And I know you were cosplayers, right? You're cosplayers. Yeah. Now, somebody, I won't say who, but somebody wants to see you do an actual Flintstones couple where you're in your water buffalo uniform and your wife would be either as Wilma or as Betty from the Flintstones. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, I love that. That's, yeah. That'd be cool. That would be very cool. Mark that. No. Okay. All right, so let's go into the future streams we're going to be planning out. As I said, starting September 2nd, we'll be doing our weekly, what we call weekly webcam series. Or, as the acronym goes, WWS. Not WWF, like the wrestling people. WWS. Like it's Superman. Yeah. Okay, so Monday through Thursday at 12 noon. That's when I'll be doing those 4 reviews for those series that I mentioned to you. Now, when any one of those series ends, we're going to go by what the polls said. We did have a poll, and everybody said the next choice after Red Dwarf was Get Smart. Or no, I'm sorry, was TOS. So, if during the week, Monday through Thursday, that I can move to TOS and start doing TOS, I will do it. I will do it. And start with a review of 2 episodes of TOS. Whatever day follows that we have either The Secrets of Isis or The Greatest American Hero run out. Now, A-Team is going to be completely covered by myself. And we still have 3 more seasons left. We're on season 2 right now. Well, actually 4. Because we're trying to finish 2. We got 3, 4, and then 5 with Robert Vaughn. So, yeah. So that's what we're trying to finish. And then, of course, like I said, on Fridays, we will do the film reviews for now. And that will follow about a half an hour after Gorilla and I and the rest of our panel have finished our Walton stream. That is in honor to him because he is one of my mentors that got me started too, Gorilla, and Gorilla's Random Thoughts. And it also honors his channel so that when he's done, then I will go into mine. That's when we'll do streams every Friday. So, like I said, the time will be determined based on when Gorilla follows or goes through his stream. Then I'll wait a half hour to put it together, to rest myself a little bit, and then we'll go into the review. And hopefully by then, we can be able to, like for next Thursday, we're doing a panel. By that time, hopefully we'll be able to get a few more extra people up here so we can do panel review of those movies. So that's going forward there. So that's every Friday. Now we do have, besides those Friday streams, we do have planned my birthday stream. I turned 59 on September 22nd. Time will be determined on that. I haven't really determined these times yet. I've had to kind of reset them, except for the last 2. And I'll get to that in a minute. So that will be September 22nd. I believe that is a Sunday. So we might celebrate it early and do it on September 21st instead. So I know a lot of people, it's a Sunday, there aren't much stuff going on. But you know what? I may just keep it. I may just keep that way. Like I said, it's still in the future. Haven't really got it down to the nitty-gritty yet. But when we do, we'll let you know. October 14th is Canadian Thanksgiving. And my wife said, yeah, honey, go ahead and celebrate the Thanksgiving. So we're going to do that on October 14th. Then on the day before Halloween, because we don't want everybody to pile on here, we want them to be with their kids. If they have their kids or they want to go out partying and whatever for Halloween night, which is on the 31st of October, we're actually just going to go ahead and do our special pre-Halloween stream on October 30th. Or I'll call it the Halloween Scream stream. How about that? Yeah, that sounds good. I'll use that. So anyway, October 30th on the Halloween Scream stream, we're going to talk about two awesome series that brought about practically Halloween almost every day. Pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. Those were the two series called The Addams Family and then The Munsters. And we will also talk about their films at the same time for both franchises. So we hope to cover all of that on October 30th. That'll be at a special time. Then in November, there will be, along with the Friday streams, as we're still continuing, until we run out of all the films that we're doing from Star Trek and Star Wars, we will be doing a November 29th stream. This is by special request of my friend Jay from Michigania, which is November 29th. And that's American Thanksgiving is actually on November 28th. And we want to do it day after everybody's had a chance to, get over their hangovers and tryptophan comas and whatever you call it. So, yeah. So you go from there. So November 29th. So thanks to Jay for recommending and suggesting that one date for us. Then, of course, so along with the Friday streams, November 29th for November. That'll cover November. Then on December, along with the Friday streams, we'll have two dates that we're going to do. One will be Christmas Eve, and that'll be on December 24th. We do have times for these last two that I've set pretty much in stone. Not quite in stone, but pretty much. December 24th will start at 8 p.m. It'll start early, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central. So be aware of that. Then on following week, 7 days later, on the 31st of December, which is New Year's Eve, going into 2025, we will have a special stream starting at 8 p.m. I do hope to have Gorilla's Random Thoughts to cover my Central Time Zone, PvP to cover my Pacific Time Zone. If we can get my brother Larry to come in from Arizona area and part of California he lives in, he can bring in the Mountain Time Zone. And then if I can get anyone from New Zealand or Australia or anybody in Europe that I know closely, and I think one of the Miss Suzanne XD, if I can get her up here, or if I can get one of the others I know from there, I will bring them up to bring in their time zones. And then also, if you're out there, Sashi, I know you're in Malaysia, in that area. So if you want to help us out on our panel there on December 31st for the future, please let me know when I see you in future streams from here on out. And we'll put you in the panel if you want to come up and bring in your time zone for Malaysia. So we can do that too. And like I said, then the rest, England and the rest of the world, we can cover that. So. Alrighty. Yeah, and Booger says, I have never done the Flintstones cosplay, but I would be willing to try. That'd be awesome, dude. And when you do it, would that be alright asking if you and your wife could send us just a photo? We can post it on a future stream of you in both in cosplay uniform. That'd be great. I would love that, sir. Alrighty. And Hakeem says that would be a cool cosplay. I grew up with the Flintstones, the cartoon, and the vitamins. So did I, Hakeem. I was taking Flintstone vitamins until I was almost 18. Yes, me too. Me too. And my siblings, my brother and my two sisters, yeah. Hakeem says, I used to watch the Addams Family cartoon and some of the Black and White show. Yeah, we are going to mention the cartoons too, sir. We will. Yeah, we're going to cover all the bases, hopefully. That's why we're doing it the day before Halloween and probably at an earlier time so we can cover a lot of ground, before midnight. Midnight will be the stopping point because then that goes right into Halloween day, Halloween Eve, and I want people to enjoy that day, so at night and so forth. So, yeah, so that's what we plan on doing. And hey, there's my friend Larry Bartels from Be Yourself Adventures. Hi, Mike, dropping by to say hi, taking Diane to the doctor. Okay, I hope me and Suzanne hope that Diane's going to be okay. Also, August 18th, I'll be at the Queen Mary Oh, fantastic. I can't wait to see that. It is haunted, buddy. It is haunted. I gotta warn you, it's real. Yeah. Now, Larry, since you're here, I want to tell you, please, if you get to the captain's quarters, and you're going to see the whole bed is encased in tempered glass, unbreakable glass, so nobody can get in there and move the bed or anything. If you watch, now I don't know if this is a trick. It might have been a Hollywood trick. I don't know. But what I did see was the whole top sheet, like someone was going into it to sleep, and the sheet underneath. And then when I called Bernadette, my sister was there with me. I was just there visiting her and her husband Steve, and she didn't have Dylan yet, our nephew. But when she came back, the bed went back into place. The sheets, everything. Yeah. I wish I had a camera. At that time. I didn't have one. She did. My sister did. But she walked off to go take some other photographs. If she had taken a photograph of that would have been more than enough proof for me that something is going on the ship. Yeah. So. Something to look forward to, buddy. Do the night tour. Maybe you can spend the night on that ship. Try that. Let's see if you can get through that one. All right. Hakeem says hi to be your sub adventures. And Larry says hi, Hakeem. And no, Booger, I don't have anyone in the Maritimes. No, I don't. Or the Caribbean or anything. No. But if you can find someone, let me know. Yeah, you can bring them up. Yeah. On December 31st. Sure. Yeah. Like I said, right now the time is set at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Like I said, for both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, as a time frame. But I can always change it. I can always move it up maybe an hour earlier or 2 hours at the most earlier. Yeah. Just so we can cover all the bases, all the time zones. Last year I tried doing that. It was okay, but it was my crappy POS. So, PC. So this time, because thank God and Suzanne that I have a better computer, hopefully it'll stay that way, we'll be able to do a more complete New Year's Eve stream this year. It should be a lot of fun. A lot of hours, so I'm going to have to sleep extra that week to prepare for the night of the 31st. Yeah. So, all right, moving again onward here through the chat. Booger says, I went to see the Addams Family on Broadway. Nathan Lane as Gomez? Oh my God, that must have been awesome. And Bebe Neuwirth from Frasier and before Frasier Cheers as Morticia? Wow, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, yeah, Larry, sorry. Hey, can you do me a small favor? Not to use my last name, my brother. I appreciate that. I love you too, brother. Sorry. So, my brother, Larry, from the beautiful hot state of Arizona. I won't use his last name anymore, folks. So, you heard it earlier. He can change it. So, yeah, it's okay. I'll be going live there. Awesome. Yeah, from the Queen Mary. That should be awesome. Yeah, I've been there already. I've done the tour. It is a lot of fun. Oh, by the way, Larry, do you like the rock and roll music I've got going on here in the background? It's our background part of StreamYard. It's first time I'm trying it. I hope it's okay. And he does say he will be spending the night on the ship. You make sure you get lots of paranormal video on there. Yeah. Now, excuse me. Now, I do know, it's just FYI, Larry, I do know that some things are rigged. Some things are planned. When they do the ghost tour, that's completely on them. And whatever you see, whatever you hear, is all real. There are actual spirits that live on that ship. I kid you not. I heard them, saw one. Yes, so they do. They live there. Hakeem says, spending the night on a spooky ship. I couldn't do that during the daytime. Me either, Hakeem. Speaking of haunted, my wife and I did spend some of the day, at a place called Jerome Grand Hotel in a nice little town there of Jerome, Arizona, and that place is completely haunted. And there's a spirit there. His name is Claude Harvey. He was the elevator man in the early days, when it was the Verde Valley Hospital for the criminally insane and a medical facility. And a couple people killed him. They murdered him. And he's still there. He's still running the elevator. And you know that evil guy who runs one of the Ghostbuster type programs here on cable, Zach Baggins? Claude Harvey almost killed him live on TV. Yeah. Because he mocked him. He and his cameraman were standing there in the stillwell of the elevator. It's supposed to be blocked off for safety purposes, but for the to promote the hotel, the landlord and the hotel manager at that time decided to leave it open. Well, they crawled into a crawl space, which was right there at the elevator, and Claude sent it down and almost knocked them off. Damn it. I mean, because Zach is evil. I'm sorry. I'll just go that far and that's it. Just period. So, good try, Zach. Good try, Zach. Trying to piss off he almost got you back. Claude almost got you. Karma is a you-know-what. Right, as we all know. So, yeah, it's going to be fun, Hakeem, as Larry says. And, Booger, I have already forgotten his last name. Okay. Thanks, Booger. Oh, the music is a little loud. Sounds good. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Is it too loud? Let me take a look at it. I'm sorry. It's part of the brand, so yeah. I hope you like the background colors here. I have tropical summer. Yeah, I know that. Okay, so the background music, I can reduce here. How's that, Larry? I put it down to 40. Yeah, for the background music. It's on a continuous loop, so yeah, rock. Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I like to hear it for myself and see. So, this is kind of a little experimental stream, so I can figure out how it sounds and everything. But I got it set at 40. I hope it's not too loud. But it sounds good? Okay. Thank you. Much better. Well, I gotta get going. Okay, Larry. Well, good luck to Diane at her appointment today. Prayers up for you and her as well. All the chat sends their prayers as well. Love and support. We hope that everything goes well with Diane. Okay, so give her much hugs and kisses from us. Okay, me and Suzanne. And from the kitty cats. Okay. And to your son, Tyler. If you see Tyler too, make sure you give him all the love from us. And Booger says, I am just learning how to use StreamYard. Yeah, I know. It's still a learning process. I haven't been able to do this for very long. So I'm still learning myself. Yeah. So don't feel bad, Booger. Don't feel bad. Yeah. Take all the time as you want, as much as you want to learn it. Because there's a lot to know. But take your time. Yeah. And Larry says thank you. You're very welcome, Larry. You and Diane, take care of yourself, okay? Have a great day. And God bless. Both of you. Thank you. And Booger says, I got it for 2 reasons, and so far, neither has come to fruition. I don't know what to say on that one, Booger. But keep trying. Keep working on it. I'm sure it'll come to you okay. So, all right. So let's see if we covered everything. Covered all the bases. I won't repeat them. I'll just make sure we covered. Okay. So as you know, we've got everything covered from now. Here in August, we'll do 2 streams. That's it. We won't do anything else until September. September, then we'll start our weekly webcam series, the WWS, like it's Superman. Don't say F, please. Don't do that. I know it's funny. If you want to say it, it's funny. Yeah, but I mean it's WWS. For Sam. Okay. But yes, Monday through Thursday, time to be determined. We don't know yet. I am shooting for 12 noon each day because for me, it's easier because I get up in the morning, I have breakfast, I rest a little bit, I, you know, peruse through YouTube. I played 2 games on Facebook. One's called Kitty Scramble, and the other one is Hero Wars. And I play those and I finish them up. When those are done, then if I'm ready to do a webcam, I just go right to YouTube, set it up, and then it's ready to go. And then I just go and do it. So yeah, so that'll start in September, and that'll be every weekday, Monday through Thursday. Friday streams, as I said, slowly right now we're just concentrating on the Star Trek and then the Star Wars films, and those will start, like I said, after a half hour after we do the Walton streams with Gorilla, Resolute Germ, and PvP. And then let's see. Right. Then in October we have the Canadian Thanksgiving stream. Before that we have my birthday stream on September 22nd. We have our October 30th Halloween screen stream. November 29th, we'll have the American Thanksgiving stream and the special surprise. I'll reveal it when we get to that day. I'll keep you guys in suspense. They get a freaking boner, people. Yeah, that's not my best one. Okay. And then, get a freaking bone. How about yes? Okay. So, anyway, then on December, we'll have 2 streams. As I said, we'll do one, along with the Friday streams, of course, still. We'll, as long as they last, we'll do December 24th, Christmas Eve, December 31st, New Year's Eve, and then moving forward, we'll see what we got planned for next year. Got a lot of plans in this head of mine. I call it Warehouse 13. See if you can remember that reference. Oops, it is Warehouse 13 up here. So I've got lots of plans, lots of shows I want to do. Oh yes, I can mention this. This is the last thing I want to mention. Besides TOS, we'll also do the other original Star Trek series, such as TNG. We'll do DS9, we'll do Voyager, and we'll do Enterprise. Then after that, we're also going next year. We're going to, if it doesn't fall this year, of course, but if it falls into next year, we're also going to do Star Trek fan films. And every Star Trek fan film that's out there, I'm going to cover it. And we're going to do reviews on it. Hopefully, we'll have Jay, both of our brother Jays, helping us so that they can also review it with me. And if we can get a female panelist, we'll do our best to get 1 or 2 female panelists to also give their views. So all the Star Trek fan films, we're going to cover every one of them. That's on the future plans. Also, after that, we'll do Star Wars fan films. And we'll do every one of those as well. I want to make sure everybody is equally represented in the science fiction franchise community, family as well. And then all of our YouTube creators. And then, let's see. Oh, next year we got Get Smart. We're going to do Get Smart. Agent 86 of Control. Missed it by that much. Yeah. And Agent 99, of course, the lovely Barbara Feldman. Anyway, and of course, Max, played by Don Adams. So, everybody from Get Smart is gone. That's unfortunate. But we will be doing that because that was one of your other choices. You had, for us on the last poll, you had, like I said, you had Red Dwarf, then you had TOS and just original Trek, no new Trek, none of this Strange New Worlds or Discovery or no, everything up to Enterprise. You also said we could do fan films, so that was the other thing, and Get Smart. So, yeah, got a lot coming up. Oh, okay. Yeah. So Booger says the wrestlers are WWE now because their old name conflicted with the World Wildlife Federation. Yeah, I remember that. And yes, thank you for reminding me about that, Booger. Yeah, I do remember that. A live turkey drop? Maybe. Maybe. If we get enough subscribers. Hey, I'll tell you what. When we come to American Thanksgiving, like I said, on November 28th, maybe on a webcam, I can show you a brand new turkey. Yeah, I don't think I'll drop it from 13 stories. I don't think I can do that. But I could show you a brand new turkey. I could do that my wife would be making for us on that day. So, yeah, if you want me to do that, or if you want to see her cooking that on a live webcam, we can do that. Just let us know in the comments. And if we get, like I say, let's be fair. If we get to 500 subscribers by November 29th, we will do it not only as a webcam on the 28th, but we'll do it as a live stream on the 29th. And then I will have one of my brothers do a turkey drop if they want to do it. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Booger, that's a good suggestion. Thank you. Yeah, I remember that warehouse. Warehouse 13. Yeah. Yeah. Yay to the fan films. Yeah. You're welcome, Booger. Yes. I have seen some good ones and some not so good ones. Believe me, we don't play favorites, my friend. We're going to do the good ones and the not so good ones. And we're going to review them. Yeah. We're going to, like I said, equal representation. These YouTube creators work hard as they can, and a lot of them have regular jobs, and yet they still work as hard as they possible to put together these fan films. So we got to give it to them, right? I mean, they busted their hump just to put out something that they're passionate about, which is, a wonderful thing. Yes, I may even go back and help Jim's Landscape and put his fan films out there as well. Right now, he and I are just having some minor personal difficulties. I don't go much more in that, Jim's Landscape. But he has great content, so please make sure you check out his channel as well. Okay. And of course, everybody's channel here of the 5 gentlemen we have in the chat, so thank you. As I said, I apologize for the early start. Yes, and Jaime the Robot. Yes. Dick Gautier. Yes. Yeah. I remember him. Yes. Oh, yeah. He was fun. And Hakeem likes the TNG movies. I do too, Hakeem. And I'm going to review every one of them. Yep, on Successive Fridays. Yeah. So, like I said, what we'll do is, with the Star Trek films, there's officially 13. Yes, including the J.J. Abrams, Jar Jar Abrams, I call him. Because he ruined almost 2 franchises by himself. That's a humongous feat. But we're going to cover them. I'm sorry. We'll have to. And you know what? I know most of my friends don't like those films. So if you don't mind, I could probably do those Friday nights as just webcam only, right? To just review those and get them out of the way. If that's what you guys want. Like I say, mention it in the comments. Let me know what you guys like going forward, okay? Yeah, but I do. I like the TNG movies. And then, of course, like I said, with Star Wars, what we're going to go through. All the Star Wars franchise, all 9 episodes, including the 2, solo films, Solo and Rogue One, that were the Star Wars stories. And then, of course, the wholly animated thing. Just the Clone Wars 2 animated films that were put together by Tartakovsky and some other people. So, yeah, those are good. And Booger says, in a way, I am looking forward to reviews of the lesser-known fan films that may not be as good because they are passion projects. Yes, that's why I want to do them, Booger, because, like I said, they have a lot of heart, a lot of passion behind them. They may not be the greatest thing, and obviously not canon, but because of that dedication they have to their individual franchise, whether it's Star Trek, whether it's Star Wars, they love it. They want to put that out there. And, by the way, Of course, I am friends with Sci-Fi Sifdan. So, on those Star Wars films, I can have him come up as a co-host along with Jay. And we could do, both Jays and the three of them. And we could do the Star Wars streams, like I said, on those Fridays, on those successive Fridays. Yeah. So we're trying to cover all the Fridays from now. Well, not right now here in August. We're just doing these two streams until we get everything else fixed. But starting in September, that's when we plan on doing all the Fridays. That we'll have a stream every single Friday. Like I said, covering those two franchises. So, yeah, I'm glad you guys are looking forward to that. And we still have 5 in the chat. Hope we got 5 likes too. I believe we do. So, thank you guys. I really do. And gals, thank you. You've all been amazing. 188 subscribers. 188 in almost 7 years. That's, nowadays, it's hard enough for a YouTube creator to get so much content out there, especially about pop culture or about political events, which I won't discuss politics ever. Try never to do that. That's why I got rid of my topic types. I will never discuss politics. We started getting into it. I will not do that anymore. Okay, going forward. I don't like to get into religion, but I do enjoy doing a basic prayer at the end of every one of my webcams and streams. And you men and women have been supporters, have been so supportive as subscribers, not just as subscribers, but as family members, extended family. You've all been very understanding, so thank you for allowing me to do that at the end of every one of my webcams and the streams that we have Jay Aldridge that helps us do also prayers at the end of our streams because he's a minister as well as my wife. So, yeah. So we do appreciate all of that support. And Hakeem says, Jim's fan films are pretty good. A lot of them made me laugh. Yeah, they make me laugh too, Hakeem. But as I said, right now, unfortunately, we just have a few minor personal issues to attend to. But as soon as that's done, I'll let you guys know, okay? But his fan films will be included because they are Star Trek fan films. So yes, they will be included. What will the third franchise be? The Ruins be? I'm not sure what you mean on that one. Oh, you mean the Star Wars Holiday Special? We might do a special stream about that, a comedic stream. Yeah, we can mock it, we can make fun of it, we can say it's a piece of shit, and I mean, sheep dip. Yeah, I mean that's a lot of things we could say, but yeah. So yeah, we could talk about it, Booger. It's not an issue. Yeah, we could throw it out there. Probably be you know what? We could throw that in there as like after we finish the first 14 Star Trek films, we can put in the Star Wars Holiday Special first. Then we can go from Star Wars and onward. Yeah. Okay. Booger does say, I would love to do a stream that looked into politics in sci-fi, maybe even another one on religion in sci-fi. We can still do that. Actually, what I plan on doing is, with the Star Trek films and with the Star Wars films, even the holiday special, since you just gave me that suggestion, that's pretty cool. What we can do is discuss just the political aspect of it and go into some religious aspect of it. But we don't want to examine too far beyond that, because I don't want to get, too into... Because as most people will say, politics, and even my father said this, politics and religion, when you get into discussions like that, even on a cerebral level, let me try that again, cerebral level, even that, those subjects can get very argumentative. So you want to really limit what you say to a limit or none. But Boogie, you do make some good suggestions, so I will definitely keep that in mind up here in Warehouse 13. Okay? Hopefully that'll answer your question. Booger says, sorry, 2 different posts. Review the holiday special. I am a fan. I'm kind of a fan too. I really hate to say it, but it was alright. It was decent. course, two of the people that were on there, the guy from the Honeymooners, Art Carney, he's been long gone. And then the girl, the African American singer and actress Diane Carroll, that was on it. Yeah, she's gone too. But it's a nice special. Yeah, it's not the greatest, and most people will diss it and say, God, yeah, that sucks. And, well, come on. I mean, it just came out, a year after the biggest hit of the world came out, Star Wars itself? It was just a holiday special, and it was on television. People got to enjoy it. Yeah, I have it downloaded. We could always do a watch party of it if you guys want to. I have to figure out how to do watch parties, Cosme and all that stuff. I have to work on that. But, if I can get that working, yeah, I will definitely. Otherwise, we'll just review it. It's probably better to review it anyway, I think. But we'll see. But if Gorilla and Resolute Germ can get me set up on that for Cosme links and so forth, we can do that. I just don't want to pay for the Cosme links. That's the problem. Because we're limited budget. We can't pay for a lot. Okay. Booger says the other was wondering if Jar Jar will ruin the third franchise. Oh, more than likely. More than likely. You know what he has? Here's the thing. Before Abrams got a hold of Star Wars, before he took it all away from Lucas and so forth, there was rumors that he was going to become the next Tarantino because Quentin's getting tired. He did Once Upon a Day, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was his last film he's done so far, and he wanted to work on Star Trek or Star Wars next. Tarantino did, but he never got a chance. He hasn't got the opportunity, and he looked at the Sheep Dip show that everything was going on with the politics and the finances and all the mergers, and, dropping of stocks from the evil mouse, and so he said no. I don't know if Jar Jar is going to go after a third franchise. I hope not. I swear, if he gets near Marvel Cinematic Universe or the DC Extended Universe, I'm going to hurt him. I'm going to hurt him. Just kidding, YouTube. Just kidding. YouTube representatives, you know how they are. Oh, touchy-feely. Sensitive. No, that was just a joke. That's a joke, guys. YouTube. All right. Hakeem says, I know it's unpopular, but I actually like Into Darkness film and the first remake, but I never watched the original series, so I don't know how it compares to what was changed. There's huge changes. There's a huge difference. If you watch the original series, which we plan on, as I said, to review, first two episodes, we'll do 2 episodes a day when we get into it for a stream. But Hakeem, considering all the animation they had back then, considering all the live action, considering all the practical effects, visual effects that were crude for the time, but they stand out today still, whenever you watch them in remakes or in syndication of the original series, even the other series after that, TNG and so forth, it all looks good. But now, with all this, what Abrams had brought to the table when he did his 3 Star Trek films, the original reboot, then Into Darkness, and then Beyond, the effects were amazing. I had to like him for the effects. I did like Benedict Cumberbatch on Into Darkness. Not a lot of people really liked him as Khan. I liked him as Khan. I did. I didn't so much like... I'm not a big Beastie Boys fan, but I didn't mind the songs that came from them on the soundtracks. That was fun. But of course, Adam Durst or whoever the lead singer Beastie was, unfortunately murdered. So, yeah, not a good thing. On stage, no less. But anyway, my sister knew it. One of my sisters knew him and stuff. Walking his dog, or, yeah. So, But anyway, yeah, it's been a big difference. Yeah, Booger says it was a creature of its time. I agree. And the watch parties would be awesome. Yeah, Hakeem, I hope to put those together. I'm going to try to do that moving forward, as I said. I'm going to try my best. Booger says to Hakeem, most of the changes serve no purpose. That is what bothered many fans. That's true. That's true. It's more about the plot line and the storyline and the characters, development, everything. That meant the world. So when you had early on, that's what the writers concentrated on rather than most of the practical effects. They could put those together any time. They didn't have to really put anything deluxe together. But nowadays, with CGI at the forefront and AI, it's insane. And most series, like I said, I won't do any of the new Trek series, but most of them embraced more CGI, more AI, more visual, less practical, and less story development, and less characters development. Pathetic. But, you know, hey, everybody has their opinion, right? Agree to disagree. But you know my stand. Booger says not much you can do to ruin DCU. That's true. Though I do, you know what? I gotta say to you, Booger, when my wife and I went to see Black Adam with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and where he meets up with Superman at the end of that looked promising. I do hope that's something that's done about that. I want to see a decent DCU film after. Right, you can't ruin it much more. You can only go up, right? Nowhere else to go but up. That's what they say. So yes, I hope that's true. Best lens flares in any Trek movie. I agree. Yes, I agree. And Booger says building the Enterprise on Earth instead of in orbit didn't affect the plot, but kicked us fans where it hurt. Yeah, I agree. Why didn't they go to McKinley Station, get it fixed, or on the moon or something? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Hakeem. He says, yeah, I had a feeling. I hate when they change the foundation of the characters, but still slap the name of the franchise you love on it. At Booger414. Yes, to Booger. Yeah, totally agree, guys. And Booger says, then they canned Henry Cavill right after that cameo. Yeah, what was up with that? There was promise. You know what I think it was? I think that Henry Cavill was so obsessed. Remember, he was one of the front runners. I think he still is, to be the next James Bond after Daniel Craig had already left. After No Time to Die. So, and I'm like, look, Henry, here's a sound piece of advice. If you don't get that ultimate James Bond gig, go back and do Superman, okay? You were a decent Superman. Go back and do that, okay? Sound piece of advice, just for you, okay? Go back and do it, all right? Only if you don't get James Bond, okay? All right, there you go. Alrighty, so we are caught up, and let's go ahead and start that. Okay. Alrighty then. So we've been here an hour and a half, and I gave you guys all the updates we've got now. So remember to refer to this video. I will post it on our MikeySuzeFour channel front screen there at the beginning, so that you know that's the stream, the live stream to depend on with me here, letting you know what the future plans are and the times to be determined and so forth. So, yes, please keep that in mind. That's important. And like I say, one more time, hit the like button today. Subscribe our channel. We're only 12 away to get us to 200. We're doing this for the 188 subs that we really love and care about, because they are a family, not just a community to us here on YouTube. All 188. So we love you guys and gals for being there for us through all the hard times, through my POS PC from last year, everything that we did when we started. So thank you. Thank you so much. And for all the time we had before we did streaming, thank you again for following this channel and the Warlord Fate channel. I also realize that you folks have been kind enough to put your likes or to put your subscriptions there, even though it is inactive. I apologize because it was on a previous other computer before my other one back in Arizona. But I do have 165 subscribers on that channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so wonderful to me, to both of us. And thank you, honestly. Thank you. Getting a little emotional. Sorry. Thank you so much. That means the world to us, really. Because we know that way we do have 2 at least successful channels. And you guys and gals can go to either one to enjoy what you see. Oh, there goes the sunlight again. We've been cloudy, so it's supposed to rain here in about an hour or so. Oh yeah, there's bright sunlight again. Woohoo! It's going through the clouds. Going through the clouds. Let's see. Hakeem said, I felt that way about the Ninja Turtles new films. I love those original films, but the new stuff is garbage CGI. I agree. One of the future plans we might do next year, Hakeem, I've been thinking about this, but I don't know for sure. We might do films that were based on video games, like Pixels, like Masters of the Universe, like you said, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle films, the live action ones, of course, not the animated stuff. The Transformers franchise. We might do all of those films that were related to video games or to cartoon series, like we said with Transformers so well. So we may do that sometime next year. I'd like to do that, if possible, during next summer, and just plan a whole summer long on covering those kind of films. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. I really would like to do that. So we'll see how that works. Like I said, just in the planning stage up here, Warehouse 13. Yeah. And then Booger said, I used to think the Brady Bunch movies were the worst remake crime, and I saw what they did to Chips. Hollywood must be stopped. Yes. One word. Yes. I agree. That's 2 words. That's 2 words, you mofo. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Dr. Eagle. Thanks. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, that would be so good if you do. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's a future plan. Sure. For next summer. That would be cool. I'd love to do that. Yeah, just cover all of them. Yeah. Transformers, Master of the Universe, Get Smart reboot. We can do that movie. But I think we're going to do that with the Get Smart series. Yeah, we're going to add the Get Smart reboot in there. But like the Man from U.N.C.L.E. reboot, you know, all of that stuff. Yeah, we can do that next year. That'd be a lot of fun, for sure. That'd be cool. There is a lot of material out there. There really is a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows we can cover. I'm sure my buddy Jay from Michigania will give me ideas. I know my brother Jay from Louisiana will give me ideas also. So yeah, we got a lot of planning going on starting in September and onward. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys and gals are looking forward to some fun this coming fall and winter, because we got a lot of stuff, a lot of content to cover, and a lot of fun to have. So hope you guys are enjoying the stream today. As it says, just keep the chat civil and have some fun. Just enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Alrighty then. So let's see. All right. Well, let me ask the chat. We got 5 people watching. Appreciate that very much. We can go another half hour if you'd like, folks, or actually another 25 minutes if you want. We can do that. Let me know in the comments if you want me to go a few more minutes. I can go another 20 some odd minutes or so, and then stop at the top of the hour at 2 hours right up top. We can do that. And then, like I said, then we got our stream next week from today. And that'll be right at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. We'll do the stream that's covering a review of Deadpool and Wolverine. And that will have a panel. Like I said, probably just up to 6. That's okay, because I only planned really just to have myself and a couple people up there, just to get a fair balance. I may even just do 3 so that we can have 3 people discussing it. Get 3 opinions, right? So, yeah. Awesome. Okay, Hakeem says, I'm fine with whatever you decide. Okay, great. And the Booger says, I have to get ready for work. I do have the 3 to 11 shift tonight, but don't let me stop the fun. Oh, Booger. You go do be you, sir. Okay? Enjoy your work shift. Hope it goes well. And, yeah, we will have fun. Don't worry. It still goes on tonight. Don't forget, Resolute Germ is doing a Nerd Roundtable starting at the top of the hour, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. So please go to his stream there later on this evening to support him and our panel, because I will be a part of that panel with him on Nerd Roundtable. Also, Sci-Fi Sip Dan will be there, and PvP. And I know Gorilla's Random Thoughts will be there because he will have later a watch party that he's doing tonight for, here it comes, Naked Gun from the Files of Police Squad. One of the most hilarious films I've ever seen, and we actually own all 3 films of the Naked Gun series. And we just watched last night the only 6 episodes of the Naked Gun TV series that premiered as a midsummer replacement on ABC. That was a lot of fun last night. That was funny. So, hope you guys check that out. And Booger says, I was not a big Deadpool fan, but I liked the movie. Thank you, Booger. Yeah, no, it was great. I think myself and Suzanne think it was the greatest of all 3 films. It completed everything. I think it made a great closure to at the very end of it. I think, without giving too many spoilers, I think the closure of it, what was done at the end, and I'm not going to say until the 15th, if I assume that everybody's seen it by that point. It was great. And don't forget, all I can say is don't forget to stay for the end credits. They were fun, and it was a great tribute, not only to Stan Lee, but also to the Deadpool franchise with the movies before it, 1 and 2, and all the appearances of Wolverine by himself and in all of the X-Men films. So yeah, check that out. Stay for the end credits. It's a lot of fun. Okay. And then Booger says, sorry, I was not a big Deadpool fan before this movie. That's okay. It's okay. Even people that got introduced to it really love it. Now, I am going to mention one thing, because this is important. Now, it's not really a religious issue, okay? But I did read earlier, yesterday, that there was some Christian and Catholic conservatives who were really concerned about some scenes that were in the film. Now, all I'm going to say about that is, you do not need to worry. There was nothing sacrilegious done on any of the scenes that they're referring to. I don't know if that is because these people are woke, or they're just crazy zealots, which is okay for some people to be, but no. There wasn't anything that me or Suzanne would have seen. Like I said, Suzanne is a certified minister, and she's blessed by God to be that way. If she had seen anything that would have been questionable, we would have walked out. No hesitation. We would have just walked out of it. Because it would have been something bad. Really bad for us to walk out. But we didn't. We loved it. So, no. Okay? Or as my altar likes to say, Herbert, no! Yeah. So, there you go. That's all I'm going to say about that. We'll wait till August 15th. We can talk a little bit more about that. But, yeah. Booger says, I have the original TV series on DVD. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's totally cool. Yes. And Rex... Oh. That's Rex Hamilton, Booger. His name was Rex Hamilton. He was incredible as Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, they said, and Rex Hamilton as Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, he's a real actor. Calls himself Rex Hamilton. Rex Harrison was in My Fair Lady, remember? It's a minor faux pas, dude. I know. You're a little stressed probably because you got to go to work. I understand. It's okay. You're forgiven. You're forgiven. We love you, Booker. We love you and your wife. It's all right. There were a couple things I wondered about with the ending. Some may have set up the future of the MCU. It's true. It is true, yes. But I don't want to go really into that a little bit more until we get to the 15th next week, next Thursday night. But yeah, that is something we're going to talk about too. So not only are we doing the full review on the film, but we're also going to discuss what will be the consequences after this film, what is the future of the MCU and the DCEU in general. We'll just give our theories, we'll just give our suppositions, our commentary on that. We'll see what's going to happen, because there is a lot happening. You know, there's mergers, corporate takeovers, there's all sorts of cheap dip, as my brother Jay would say, going down. So, yeah. I don't remember anything like that. Right, Hakeem, right? Me either. Me either. And like I said, if my wife had even seen something remotely, that would be sacrilegious. We would have been out of there in a heartbeat like that. So no, there wasn't anything that could have deterred me. No. I mean, it's an R-rated film, people. It's the first time, loosely, that the Evil Mouse has an R-rated film that he put out there as live action. And it was all under Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, his creative control. He got the R rating. He got Hugh Jackman out of semi-retirement to come back and play Wolverine. And he got him in that dang yellow spandex that I like so much from the comic books. So, you know, and then you brought back Blade. You brought back Wesley Snipes. It's just little hints of what next week will be like. So, yeah. So, I mean, Ben, hello. I stood up, rocked my arm, and I said, yes, Wesley Snipes is back. It's Blade. And my wife had to calm me down, right? She had to pull me down. Mikey, calm down, relax. I said, hey, I was just being a typical fan right there. You know, I loved all the Blade films. Hey, so what? So Blade Trinity was kind of No, I liked it. I loved them all three of them. Not the reboot one, though. Not the one they think they're planning that they're going to do with Mahershala Ali initially. But now they want to bring somebody else instead of her to do it. Would have been a female Blade. I'm like, no. You don't do that to that franchise. Look, you brought back Snipes in a cameo. You had him fight in the film. Bring him back. All right? He may have aged a little bit, but the man, I swear, can still do stunts and cheat them. So yes, bring him back. Do that. That's all I'm asking. And if Ryan Reynolds can direct it, amen. Bring Ryan Reynolds back so he can do future films. Let him direct the damn thing and write it and everything. And let Hugh Jackman help him. At least it would be more creative. Right? Right? That's what I'm saying. Alrighty, continuing to chat here. So Booker says, there was the one much quoted line by Deadpool, which I was not offended by, was akin to an old John Lennon quote. Yes, I know which one you're talking about, Booker. And he said, confusing the president and the professor. Oh, the horror. Yes. And spoilers! Yeah. And Hakeem, I'm really hoping for a new Blade movie. Me too. But like I said, I want Wesley Snipes to play it. I want Ryan Reynolds to direct it and write the screenplay with competent writers. And I want Hugh Jackman to make an appearance in it. It's only fair. If Blade can appear in a movie with Deadpool and Wolverine can appear in a multiverse crossover with Blade. That would be freaking awesome. I love it. And boo to a female Blade. Yes. Boo. Boo, yes. Yeah, okay. Agreed. And those two would probably never work together. Oh, it's worth a shot, Booger. Positive vibes. Hey, good positive vibes, you silly man. Okay. Yeah, I know, Dr. Evil. Stop it. I know you're talking to me. Stop. I get it. It's my worst Dr. Evil impression. Stop. Anyway. Anyway, there we go. We'll mark that one too. Okay. Alrighty, so got a few more minutes here. So, let's see, what can we talk about? Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, the game says, I always like Spider-Man with Blade. Those were some good episodes. I agree. That would be good. Yeah, we could do that. We could have a Blade film with Snipes, and you just said it. We could bring Tom Holland back as Spider-Man, right? Sure. That would work. I could deal with that. Hey, you know what? We could even bring Amanda Waller back. The actress, the African American actress plays her. We can bring Amanda Waller back. Sure. That'd be cool. I'd love to see her again. She always did great in the Suicide Squad films and Birds of Prey and stuff. And she was in Black Adam. Yeah. I'd love to have her come back. That'd be great. Definitely. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll mark that one. That's that one. Okay. And just working through the chat here real quick. Just want to get all my ducks in a row. Doing my thing. Glad you guys are listening to some decent rock music too. I hope it's not too loud. I think Brother Larry said it wasn't, so that's good to know. Just catching up on everything here. You guys and gals are amazing. Thank you so much. Well, you guys being here today for us. I really appreciate it. Did I just jump something? Okay, let's just go over here. Okay. Yeah, that works. Great. Okay. And then, so how many universes do we know of in the MCU multiverse? I'll tell you, Booger, that's a very good question. I personally, honestly don't know. I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but I could do that for next time, for next week. Yeah, I could look it up and see how many known universes there might be out there. Yeah. We could do that as part of the panel and check that out. Sure. And we could also do the same thing for how many universes that we know of in the DCEU universe too, multiverse. Because there are alternate Earths, Crisis Earths. There's different places. Because Captain Marvel, told you so in Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, right? Then when she was in Avengers Endgame, she told you there was multiverses, multi-worlds, places she'd been to. Yeah. So we could find that out, sure. Yeah, we could do that for next time. That's a good question. Good idea. Yeah, so we'll do that for next time. Alrighty. Okay, so we got about 10 minutes left. Let's see. Well, let's ask a question of the people in the chat today. So far, like I said, we're into early August right now. Some people have kids that have gone back to school early. Some will go back next month. But on your own level of life, how has your summer been so far? I do know that we have lost a few more people this year. Like I said, we did lose Cobby. We lost Comic Historian. We lost Pop Culture Curator. All tough losses, but we've been able to get through it. We're still saying prayers for Bird of Prey 5. He is undergoing some difficult decisions in the coming months. His health still is good. LDG, freethenet.org told us to let us know. He gave us an update the other night. So he's all right. Bird Prey's doing okay, but we're all got our prayers up for him. My brother Jay Aldridge is going through his own personal medical issues. This month, he's supposed to visit 3 doctors to check on his heart, liver, and kidneys. So we're all saying prayers for him as well. Prayers are up for him and for his beautiful new, an older girlfriend. It's not a new girlfriend. It's an older one he used to know. But her name is Renee, and she's a wonderful person. And she's taking care of him right now. So we're both happy for both of them. But we're really praying for Jay. So hopefully he's going to do well. We also do pray for my brother Jay in Michigania. His beautiful partner Nikki, of course, has always been suffering medically. And we've been saying prayers every single day for that couple as well. We love those guys. So hopefully everything can go well from there, or everything can come to a better closure. But as long as they can be together, that's even better. So. And then, without going into too much detail, I did find out that Tony, unfortunately, is not working. But that's not an ending be all. He's talented. He can find work. It's not impossible. So say prayers for him that he is able to find a newer job and be be happy and healthy and wise and stay talented, right? So that's for Tony. And of course, Jim's Landscape. Make sure he's doing okay. Say prayers for him as well with his job. And when he's ready to retire fully, let's hope that he can retire without any problems. So, yeah. Okay, so Booger is helping me out here. So he says we have 616 and 10,015, maybe. 3 spiders, Daredevil, Electra Blade, 3 F4s. That's awesome. Thank you for that information, Booger. Summer has been good for the most part. Appreciate that. And Hakeem says, yeah, I'm praying for Bert and everyone. You know what, Hakeem? It's pretty much a list of our friends, isn't it? Some of our dear friends, and some, like I said, don't want to go back to him right now. We'll work on that. But some of them, that are close friends, good, very good creators here on YouTube, members of the family, and they are in dire need of help right now. So, yeah, let's make sure we get our prayers, our love, our support, and if you can do anything financially for them on their own individual channels, please do so because it helps a lot. But if you can't, loving support and prayers are always welcome. Always welcome. Caring is always there. Anyway, let's switch it up a little bit and see if we can change the music here just a little. Now let's change it to Into Space. Okay, there we go. I wanted to change that a little bit. All right. Yeah, let's set that. Get that one off. Okay. And now we have 6 people in the chat. Yay! Very cool. 6 people watching. Thank you. Yeah, we'll go about 10 more minutes, and then we'll end at probably at the most, I think 10 after 2, or 10 after the second hour. So around 2 hours 10 minutes, roughly about that time. So about another 15 minutes or so. That should be enough. Because I need some rest time. And my wife is shopping by herself right now, so I gotta wait for her to get home also. So anyway, let's see what else is going on. So Hakeem and Booger and Christian Carpenter and Curtis Selby and Lemon Pie. Hope you've all had a great summer. I hope everything's gone well. All 6 people that are in the chat. I'll mention you guys one more time before we end, after I do the prayer. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and make sure we do the prayer first to get that taken care of. So, put your hands together if you want. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful thing we call social media. As we know, there are family members, not just our community, but members that are having their own difficulties nowadays, including financial, medical, and so on. We send all the prayers, love, and support that we can, Lord, to watch over them, to keep them, and to be safe. We know that a lot of other things are going on in the world that need saving, people that need saving, events that need to be stopped, like the wars, like the animosity, the rivalries, anything that goes on that can cause death, destruction, anything that needs to stop. Excuse me. Sorry about that. That needs to stop. So, with that in mind, Lord, we do ask you to help us on everything. We believe in the words that your blessed sister and my wonderful wife and minister, Suzanne Fournier, has claimed, as we leave everything in God's hands. Leave it in God's hands. We believe in that. So please do that for us. Please allow your blessed Savior, Jesus Christ, to come into our lives, even those that may not need his help initially and feel proud. But let's say that Jesus will be there to enter their lives, change their lives for the better, and help them out in any way he can. Also, please allow the Blessed Virgin Mary to come to our lives and give us the wisdom and strength to get through the toughest of times, to resist the evil one, and be better for it. And then finally, the Holy Spirit, as always, to help us through life and bring the Holy Trinity together. So, as a community and a family here on the MikeySuzeFour channel, we ask this of you, Lord, in your name, and we pray. Amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate that. So now, everyone, 6 people we got in the chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Our wonderful subscribers. And Booger, of course, says amen. Thank you, Booger. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And on behalf of my wife, Suzanne, and both my cats, our cats, Moon Pie and Deja Vu, who are both sleeping soundly, very quietly. I guess they love their daddy's voice because they fall asleep every time that Suzanne is gone. I know. But they do fall asleep when Suzanne takes her naps and stuff too. So they're very sleepy cats. They sleep all day and play all night. Right? Sleep all day, play all night. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and stop here at the top. I did say, but I think we'll just go ahead and stop because it's getting close to 2 hours, and I think a lot of us are tired. Let's see here. And Akeem says, "You're the best, Mikey. Thanks for the stream." Oh, thank you, Mikey. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I sincerely do appreciate that. So, with that in mind, let's thank Hakeem for being here today. Let's thank Booger414 and his lovely wife for being a part of our stream today. And I know you're working tonight, sir, so like I said, I hope you get through work tonight. And as Gorilla like to say, scrolling. On the street we're flowing. Da 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 da. Heidi. There we go. Let's see here. Okay, and we had my brother Larry from Be Yourself Adventures was here. So Larry, thank you so much for coming. Hope you and Diane have a good day today. Your beautiful wife. Hope everything goes well. Alrighty. And let's see. Yes, we did have Lemon Pie was in here, Sir Lemon. So make sure you check Sir Lemon out when he does other streams for some of our other members of the community and say hello and say hey. And if any of you gentlemen are moving on from here to other streams or, live streams or other things, just call it a Mikey raid if you want to. Just let them know that you're coming from here, from the live stream today. We want to thank the Christian Carpenter for coming. Thank you, Christian Carpenter, for being here. I appreciate that very much that you sponsor our channel and a big subscriber. Appreciate that. Curtis Selby, the Tired Blogger. Make sure you check out his website, YouTube. He's got a lot of great content on there. Talks about a lot of issues of the day. It's very informative. He's got a lot of good research there. Check him out. Also check out Christian Carpenter, Hakeem, Booger414. Like I said, be nice to Lemon Pie, because he's a great moderator for us. Don't forget to check Be Yourself Adventures with Larry. He's got a great content there on his channel as well. I'm sure all you guys do that for him. And again, I apologize for the fire alarm earlier. I know that we were having issues with that, but I appreciate you all being very patient with that. So, all right. And and of course, Hakeem nicely says, "See ya, Booger. Hope you have a good day." And we hope you have a great day too, Hakeem, and the rest of the chat that's here. 6 people. This is awesome. This is awesome. Thank you all for being here. I really sincerely, Suzanne and I and the cats, we appreciate you being our family members of this wonderful MikeySuzeFour channel. We hope that you'll all be with us as we continue the next stream a week from today on Thursday night on the 15th of August. And moving forward, going into the month of September and every month after that until the end of the year. And we have a lot of stuff planned. So please, please, please be there for us because we need all the help we can get. And have a good day, Mikey and everyone. Thank you, Sir Lemon. Again, you are awesome. I appreciate you being here and Sir Lemon for supervising the chat today and taking care of everything. So thank you again. All right, so finally, with that, on behalf of the words of my favorite nerd growing up in the 80s and 90s, Siskel and Ebert at the movies, Gene Siskel, the awesome Chicago critic, who wore those nerdy glasses, and I loved him so much, man. I miss him. I don't miss Roger Ebert. Sorry. I don't. Never have, never will. But I did appreciate Gene Siskel. He was forthright, he was honest, and he got you the right information about the movies he reviewed and put out there how his true, honest feelings were, whether he liked the movie or whether it was a piece of crap. He told you. So I appreciate him. So on behalf of his words, the aisle is now closed. Thank everyone for being here today. I appreciate you being here for this wonderful 2 hours that we were able to get together, let you guys know what's happening in future streams and everything that's coming up for us from starting next Thursday, the 15th, all the way through to the end of the year. So for that, thank you, everyone. We'll take care. God bless. Oh, yeah. And there's a new mess over on aisle 12. I think I need to go find it and go clean that up. That is, it's smelly. I better clean that up quick. But anyway, we'll get back to that next time on MikeySuzeFour. Take care and live long and prosper. And there we go.